Hi there. My name is Joe Everly. I'm a pastor in a town in Marin County, California, just north of the Golden Gate Bridge, a town called Novato, and moved here 14 years ago, 14 and a half years ago with my family to plant a church that we've called The Quest. And so we've been at it for 14 years, and some days are better than others, but pretty much making progress. Helping people, helping our community. But recently I have begun to wonder about the paradigm of the church, of kind of our pattern of doing church. It's not unusual. We meet once a week, we have small groups, we do this and that, just like a lot of other churches. And I have found that the influence that I was hoping to have in Marin County hasn't happened. It seems like we're working with a paradigm, a pattern, a model, church model that was designed, at least in America, 200 years ago, and functioned beautifully when church was like the most exciting thing that was happening during the week. And when people had this like DNA imprint, you've got to go to church, go to church, go to church. And so people showed up because you could hear live music and you could hear, hopefully a compelling speaker. And it was a gathering where you saw a lot of your friends when you didn't, in an agrarian culture, certainly. And so we've moved beyond that. Our culture has grown and shifted and changed and evolved, and the church hasn't. Now, I'm familiar with all the movements, trust me. I've read all of the books and tried a lot of the things. But in my county, the church doesn't work. It's taken me 14 years to realize that, but church doesn't work. Now, you have to define work, and maybe we will at some point in this video blog. But for today, I want to draw your attention to this metaphor that kind of has been in my mind for the last year or two, maybe. But it concerns the way we kind of consume spiritual growth, how we grow spiritually, and the way in which we access information to help us grow spiritually. It reminds me a lot of the photograph industry. We take a lot of photographs right now. In fact, we take more photographs than ever, I think. I don't have the data to back it up, but I can't imagine, because it seems like when you sign on to social media, you see photographs of everything, including this great dessert, and I don't know why people take pictures of their food. It just helps you understand that I'm not a sociologist and don't really get people. I don't get people. But what I know is that we take a lot of photographs. And I'm reminded of this great company, Kodak, Rochester, New York. And it's now just a shadow of what it used to be, because they bet the farm on the old way of taking photographs. We don't take photographs like that anymore. Again, not that we don't take photographs. We take more than ever. But we don't use cameras and film. We don't really even use cameras. We use our phones. Now, no one could have predicted it. It's not right or wrong. There are photo purists who still say we should go back to the old way. I get all of that. I get it. It's okay. But no one's kidding anybody. Companies like Kodak are not going to repopulate themselves by new advertising campaigns on the beauty of film. Church seems to be that way. We bet our life on one way of doing things, and I think we've bet on the wrong horse. You see, it's not the way you meet or when you meet or how you meet. It's not any of that. And I know that the church in this format still works for people, but it doesn't work for the people that I want to influence. People in my county, 98% of whom don't attend any kind of church. so we can make the church better and faster and stronger and more beautiful, more appealing. But I got to tell you, nobody's showing up on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock because there's just better things to do. Sometimes it's because they have children and they're at soccer practice. Sometimes it's because we live in Marin County and they're at the beach. Sometimes it's because they just want a cup of coffee and to sit in the backyard and do the crossword puzzle. And I get all of those reasons. And frankly, I'm tired of trying to convince people that those aren't good reasons, because they are good reasons. So, what I want to do over the next few months is chronicle a journey from here, just doing church in the normal way. And again, Quest is a quirky church. It's not like your father's church. And I'm familiar with all the movements and all the evolution the church has come through, but I think it might be time to just say, nice run, church, but you're looking a little long in the tooth, and there might be a better way of shepherding people into a life with God and helping them grow and change into becoming fully formed human beings. And that's really why I'm here. So, I'm glad you found me, and I hope that this can be a compelling conversation, and I hope to do this regularly. So, all right, thanks you guys. I'll talk to you later.